Hi there, it's Janice Thompson from JazzleDazzleCrafts.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator working in Scotland. I've come on today to show you my Valentine's card that I've designed using the Painted with Love suite. This is day 2 of the Painting with Love suite. So I've used 2 stamps in this card. It's just a simple wee card, a couple of techniques in it. I'm not going to show you the die cutting today, but I will show you a little bit of heat embossing and a little bit of watermarking. I'm not sure if you can see on the black. The film is not so good at showing you, but I have got some hearts watermarked. There you go, you can see it there. The hearts are watermarked on the card there. Okay, so this is just a quick video. I'm just going to work my way quickly through this. Okay, so this one I did in black and pink, so you don't need a whole lot of supplies here if you've got some embossing powder. I've chosen to do gold on the black. However, I think copper would work extremely well on this as well, because copper on pink is gorgeous, it's really lush, but I just had the gold out, so I just went with the gold. And I've used my Versamark pad. I was in my Versamark milk, I don't know where that came from. My Versamark pad to make the watermarked hearts on the background of this card, just to give it a little bit of interest. It's more visible in daylight than artificial light. And this one is heat embossed. I've already done one, so I'm going to do the card I'm going to do with you now is actually in Night of Navy and Blushing Bride with gold embossing. I've already done the little heart here that's going to go on there, but and I've got the layers. So I've got the basic card is my usual. It's just a piece of A4 cut in half and then folded in half. I'm just going to pan out a wee bit so that I don't make the mistake of doing things and then you can't see them. So I'll just pop this card just out of the way. So I've got my basic card, sheet of A4 cut in half and then cut in half again. A piece of Blushing Bride, which is 10.1 by 14.4 centimetres. And a piece of Night of Navy for the top layer, and it is 9.7 centimetres by 14 centimetres. Okay, I've not been leaning hard enough when I've been cutting, and I've got a wee bit of a hairy edge here. You can get rid of that, just use an emery board, but that I think it makes it look more artistic. After all, the things we're making are handmade. So the stamp that I need is from this set, the Sure Do Love You set, and I need this one, the one that looks like a bit of a laurel around. Well, as the week goes on, we will try and make more use of all the other bits of this set. There's lots, and I've seen a lot of my colleagues do some pretty fantastic cards with it. So I've put this onto block E, is perfect for this stamp. It gives it the room for the length of it. So to do heat embossing, you need an embossing buddy. And again, if you see the products, if you go over to my blog, underneath them the pictures and the method about how I made the card, and probably this video will have been put on there. Underneath there you'll see a picture of all the products that I use in the making of the card. If you click on any of those pictures, it'll take you straight through to my online shop where you can buy them if you wish. So anyway, just wiped over the card with the stamp, the embossing buddy, which takes away any static or any thumbprints that might be on that piece of card, you know, when I was cutting it, etc. Could easily have got marked with greasy fingerprints. So, and then I'm using my Versamark ink pad, which is the watermark ink pad, but it's quite sticky, so it's really great for doing embossing. It's really, I think most people, it's your go-to sticky ink. There are some others, but I probably put too much on because I'm doing that without thinking while I'm speaking to you. So then I'm just going to, on the piece of card, just try and put it somewhere in the middle, because I'm just keeping this as a simple card. So that's, I'll just stamp it down, lift it up, and I'll put this to the side to be cleaned later. Right, and then I need a scrap of paper. You'll have seen me do this in a previous video. So you can see, you can only just see the image. It's a little bit to the one side, but it's okay. It's alright, I can live with that. Bit of artistic license here. So it's just sprinkle the embossing powder over. And if you've not watched me do this before, you'll see in a minute why I'm doing it over the piece of paper. So that way I can gather all the powder back. If you're doing something intricate and you've got powder where you don't want it to be, a wee brush, well, I've got kind of fluffy brush here, but you can get a very fine brush if you've got, you know, if you have bits where you don't know. I did knock a bit of that embossing powder off, so I'm just going to dip this back in here. I flicked that brush just a bit too much. I'm just flicking the powder back on to the paper. So as you see, it's just got an even coating of embossing powder on my card. So let's just tidy up. So again, just tip your gold embossing powder back into the tub, the lid on, and put that away so you don't get it over the project where you don't want it to be. Now, if you've got sensitive hearing and you want to turn your volume down now, I'm bringing in my heat tool, which does make a bit of noise, but here, I'll just be a few minutes now. Hopefully you'll be able to see the magic on the camera. You suddenly see it starting to turn a much lighter shade of gold. You see it going now? Just watch, you don't burn your fingers. Just take your time. You can emboss from underneath, or you can use the heat tool underneath or over the top. There we go. Just switch this off and put it safely. I'm actually just putting it on the floor. It's got a wee oh, I've missed a bit. I'm going to bring it back. Can you see there's just a bit at the edge here that hasn't melted? It's just a plastic powder basically, so just make sure. Right, now it's down on the floor on its wee leg, which keeps the hot bit off the ground so I won't melt my flooring. So that's that done. There's a few stray bits of powder in the middle, however I'm going to be sticking on top of that anyway. I'm going to be sticking the heart in there. But first of all, you see it's actually a bit lopsided, but I'm sure you'll take more care than I did. Keep doing these things on video. The one I made last night, I made that one last night and it's absolutely fine. Anyway, so I'm going to use fuse to layer this up because the heat tool makes this card bend a bit. Fast fuse will make it stay. And because I'm layering it up on another piece of card, that will help a bit. Well, do you know what? I should have done my watermarking before this stage, but that's okay. That will help to keep it flatter. Right, so we're going to do some hearts. Let's see what hearts we have. We've got some that are lines and some that are just wee solid hearts. I think we'll use these little solid hearts this time. On the other one I used these hearts. I'm just going to put them back in, and there's a wee cluster here and they're wee solid hearts. I'm going to try and use them and see what, as I say, it's going to be hard for you to see these on the video, but we'll do our best. So basically just inking it up with the Versamark, and I am just randomly going to stamp this. Stamping off a bit as well. Whoops! Ink flying and all sorts here. You can, when you're working this, you can just see where you've been. And this just dries. It takes a bit longer than some of the other inks to dry, but it dries and just leaves a watermark, what looks like a watermark behind. That's cool. Looks like the falling hearts. Do you see? I'm really not sure how well you're seeing that, but it is pretty. It is pretty. I mean, you could sprinkle glitter over that and see what it looked like, but I just wanted to keep this quite a simple card. Now, here's the pink heart. I'm just going to pop it onto some dimensionals. But before I put it on the card, I need to put that layer onto the card. So just the normal dimensionals. Here's my card. That way. I will line the inside of the card as well and put a little heart on that. I just haven't got that prepared properly today. But if you bear with me, we can do that. If oh, there's a stamp falling off. I'm not doing too well, am I? Okay, so we'll pop this centrally on the card, and I shouldn't really have wiped my hand over that because the watermark ink is still drying. Then this heart I did previously heat emboss, same method, and then I die cut it out with the heart shaped die that's in the set there. Such fun. Now, how does that look? So, have I got some white? Bear with me until I reach some. I think we'll put a white liner in it. So, just get the trimmer out again, and so I always make the insert for the inside of my card. I cut it at 10.1 centimetres by 14.4, so that will leave just a little border around. Okay. Whoops. Just about knocked the camera flying. So I think we'll pick up the colour that we're using here is Blushing Bride, so let's find, oh dear me, now you're getting to know how messy my desk is because I couldn't twirl my, right, so Blushing Bride here, and let's see what sentiment, what do you think, will we put Sure Do Love You or Just For You? We'll do Just For You inside. So and one of these what do they say? I'm yours, be mine always. We'll just use the always, I think. Too much thinking going on here. Right. Sort of that. We'll take these hearts off the block and we'll do just, oh, you need to take the backing off so it'll stick, because this is a brand new stamp. It's not being used, as you see. I've not tried this out, not even practiced. So that's upside down, but okay. Oh, I don't know how you craft, but it's always a bit like that with me. I think you're starting to realise that. And this one should, once it's stamped, say always. Sometimes it's actually worth doing it up on your... Yeah, that's cool. What do you think? Just for you. I'll just put it there. Always. How cute is that? I don't know if it's the overkill, but I feel the urge to use these stamps. I'm just going to give that one a wipe because it's got sticky embossing powder on it. And then I know sometimes less is more, but I'm just, you know, sometimes you just want to play. How's about that? It's Valentine's and you just want to go a wee bit. Right, is that enough hearts for you? Right, okay. Don't do that, that's not the best idea. Luckily I missed my card. Right, and then snail. The whole point of crafting is just to have a bit of fun, so play around. So just carefully pop this in straight. There you go. A nice simple card. And here's the one I made yesterday. You decide, or you choose some different colours. If you've enjoyed this video and enjoy what I do, please subscribe. Please tell your crafty friends to go and watch my videos. Please give me a thumbs up and some comments, that would help. I really like to interact with the people that are watching my videos and hear what you think, or even if you could pop over to my Facebook page, Jazzle Dazzle, and let me see what you've been making with this sweet or any other sweet that we've been looking at over the last few weeks. Thanks for sticking with it. See you again soon.